Magandang umaga po. 12:03. Naimbag aalaw kada kayo amin. Mayap aabak mga kabalen. Maray na aga mga Bicolano. Magandang umaga mga Tagalog, Katagalugan. Masanto siya kabuwasan sa mga kabag-anak ko sa Pangasinan. Mga Ilocano, mga Kamsat, may pabigat, naimbag na bigat sa mga Surigao noon, maradyaw nga aga sa inyo sa bayan ko diyan sa Coronadal, sa Banga, Tantangan, Tupi, Tampakan, Surala, Nurala, Santo Niño, tapos sa Lexibu. Maayong aga sa inyo gintanan. Sa mga Muslims nga nakatira diyan, mga Pakat, mga Pagari, mapya mapita sa inyo Langon. Okay, pag-usapan po natin si Kiko Barsaga. Expelled si Kiko, tinanggal sa Kongreso. From Las Vegas, Eval, expelled, tinanggal si Kiko sa Las Vegas. Matindi talaga to. Nel Baruilo, okay, basanto siya labi. Ito ngayon, pakinggan muna natin yung aking musika para sa kay Sara.
Sara, Sara, wala nang iba. Sara, Sara lang pag-asa. Sara, Sara, siya lang makapakulong. Mga kontraktor ubusin niya. Si BBM Sandro ikulong niya. Si Tamba Zaldi ikulong niya. Tapang at malasakit ibalik para bayan ay manahimik. Durugin ang sindikato sa korte, sa DPUA, sa DS Void, sa PhilHealth.
Ayan, pakinggan muna natin ang ating channel. Channel Music.
Sa Pilipinas,
good morning.
Kilala ang tindi. Hindi kayang bayaran ni numan ang kanyang prinsipyo. Kapag may inaapi, siya ang nariyan. Kapag may bayaran, siya ang hadlang.
Gabi na ba?
Hindi siya tiklop sa pananakot ng ilan. Hindi siya alila ng sino mang mayaman. Kung ang kapangyarihan nila ay inaabuso, hinahawi niya yan mano-mano. Kapag ang taong bayan ang nasasakal, siya ang unang sumusugot, tumatagal. Hindi perang sukatan ng halaga, kundi kung sino ang lumalaban para sa masa. Totoo kasing tirador, totoo kasing tirador. Kakapin ang naaapi, kalaban ng sakim na mandarambong. Totoo kasing tirador, totoo kasing tirador. Hindi kayang bilhin ang puso niyang matibay.
Sa Europa, gabi pa lang dyan.
Mga magnanakaw sa pondo ng bayan,
Edgar Nasio.
nanginginig kapag siya ang nandyan.
At sa mga pamilya ni Mel Maruelo.
bawat sentimo, kailangang sagutin sa mata ng tao.
Baruelo.
tirador. Hindi kayang bilhin ang puso niyang matibay. Hindi
Mr. Romol Salve.
kasay tama,
Magandang umaga.
hindi lahat ng tahimik
Marlon
ay
Reyes.
luwag kapag ang
O dapat
bayan
kuha
ang
ko congressman sa
pinagkakaitan.
dito.
Siya ang
Si
unang
Sarah.
humaharap. Totokasing tirador, totokasing tirador, kakampi ng naaapi, kalaban ng sakit na buhaya. Totokasing tirador, totokasing tirador, sa taong bayan nagkatayo, hanggang dulo ang paninindigan.
Anyari TV, gandang umaga. Iba, tampa, mayas na. Okay, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. At ito po ating pag-usapan sa ngayon ay walang iba kundi ang tinatag nila si Kiko Meow Meow Barsaga. Kaibigan, tinanggal siya kanina. Grabe, bumuto 256 na kapwa niya congressman. Bumuto na alisin siya. Ay, nako. So, ngayon, ito yung ipakita muna natin ng sponsorship speech laban sa kanya. Yung sponsor, pakinggan natin kung maayos ba yung kanyang mga dahilan. Tingnan natin po. O, ito po ipapakita natin na pinagtanggal ang kakampi ng bayan, pinagtatanggal. Paano ngayon yan? Kung di na lang sila minority, binawasan pa. Grabe ito mga majority ah. Pakinggan natin yung speech ni Congressman G.C. Abbas.
Standard. His conduct undermined the collective duty of this august body to legislate with dignity and decorum. After an exhaustive, fair, and objective evaluation of the case, the committee finds respondent Representative Francisco Kiko A. Barsaga of the 4th District of Cavite to have committed disorderly behavior and demonstrated conduct unbecoming of a member of the House of Representatives by violating Section 141A and B, Rule 20 of the House Rules, and Section 4AB of Republic Act 6713, with the representative having meted with 60-day suspensions in 2 instances. The committee considers that another penalty of suspension will not likely deter the improper behavior which continuously reflects negatively on the image of the House of Representatives.
Reflect negatively even sa House of Representatives? Okay, tumalo na tayo. Ladies and gentlemen, ang ginamit lamang po nila na dahilan para tanggalin si Kiko ay yung lagi nag-live stream si Kiko sa loob ng Kongreso. At pinapakita nyo, tingnan nyo, mga crocodile farm mo. Buhaya. Pagtatawag sa inyo sa buhaya, sapat ba na dahilan niya para tanggalin ng tao sa Kongreso? Ibinuto siya ng kanyang distrito. Ibig sabihin, pag tinanggal nyo sa kanyang distrito, ibig sabihin po ay tinanggalan ninyo ng karapatan ang kanyang mga constituents na magkaroon ng congressman. Mga punyeta kayo. O, ito pakinggan natin po yung salita ni Igay Irese. Galit si Igay Irese.
As a firm reminder,
Tunay na baliw si Kular, Chairman of the Committee on Ethics. Paborito ko po si Kuli Desma. Sino ba ang tunay na baliw? Yung bang isinilang sa pag-iisip ay kapos, gusto ang isip, ngunit sakim naman na lubos. Ang mga social media posts and speeches ni Kong Kiko Barsaga na bumabatikos sa pamahalaan sa Administrasyong Marcos at iba pang opisyal ng pamahalaan kabilang na ang Kamara at Senado. Gaano man ka-provocative o ka-harsh, ito ay hindi sapat na dahilan upang pagkaitan natin ng kinatawan ang daan-daang libong mamamayan ng Dasmariñas, Cavite. The House has already imposed suspensions for the same conduct. An expulsion based on substantially identical acts are excessive and disproportionate. My concern is whether expulsion would be perceived as punishment for dissent rather than on genuine disorderly behavior. A court would likely be reluctant to interfere with the House's internal disciplinary powers. However, from a constitutional law perspective,
Unli Sabaw.
expelling a representative for criticisms, harsh language, and controversial social media posts would be difficult to defend as a proportionate exercise of the expulsion power. Si Kiko Barsaga ay hindi nagnakaw sa
Tama.
kaban ng bayan.
Tama, si Garjula
Si Kiko Barsaga ay walang conflict of interest di tulad ng mga contractors na iniiwasang imbestigahan
si
ng
Garjula.
Kamara. Si Kiko Barsaga ay hindi nagpasok ng mga kahina-hinalang alokasyon sa national budget. Si Kiko Barsaga ay dumadalo sa sesyon di tulad ng mga maraming kinatawan. Hindi mo nakikita sa plenaryo pero laging present sa attendance record ng Kamara.
Grabe.
This is simply a tyranny of the supermajority to please those in power that were offended by Representative Kiko Barsaga. Ito ay pagpapatahimik sa mga hindi sumasang-ayon. Minsan, dumalo ako sa burol ng aking kamag-anak ng aking high school classmate. Pinakilala ko sa mga naroroon. Si Egay po, kaklase ko, congressman ng Caloocan. Hindi po buhaya yan. Matino yan. Napaisip ako. Nasabi ni Kiko Barsaga sa kanyang FB post, "This house is a crocodile farm." This is not just himself speaking. Actually, it is a reflection of what the people think and view us.
Honorable Erice, have another minute.
Sa South Lounge, sa Huntahan, hindi naman kinakaila, marami. Uusap-usap tayo. Ina-admit natin, hindi maganda ang tingin sa atin ng mamamayan after the flood control anomaly. Hindi kasalanan ni Kiko Barsaga kung buhaya at korap ang tingin ng maraming Pilipino sa atin. Hindi kasalanan ni Kiko kung mababa ang tingin sa Kongreso. Tayong lahat ay may pananagutan dito. Sa imaing ito, maraming aligasyon ng korupsyon. Yung ombudsman mismo ang nagsasabi, there are a lot of contractors dito sa Kamara, pero bakit hindi natin ito iniimbestigahan? Conflict of interest, anomalous budget and infrastructure, pork barrel, patronage politics using government funds, bundat ng mga political dynasties. Ngunit sa halip na linisin natin ang ating hanay at magbago sa ating mga gawi, pinili nating magalit, mainsulto at parusahan ng mga nagsasalita. Galit tayo, nasasaktan tayo sapagkat may kasabihan. Truth hurts.
Galing.
Kailangan pag-isipan natin itong mabuti.
Magaling.
Bilog
Erice.
ang mundo. Papanalangin ko na huwag dumating na tayo ang magiging biktima ng kapangyarihan na ginagamit upang apihin ang malayang pagpapahayag. Ayon sa awit ni Alicia Keys, na ang title ay Karma. Karma. What goes around, comes around. What goes up, must come down. Mga ate, kuya, tatay, nanay, lolo o lola ni Kiko dito sa Kamara. Ang bata, kung nagkakamali, alam ko, hindi gaanong normal yung mga gawi ni Kiko dito sa Kamara. Pero minsan, yung bata, nakakatuwa. Pero yung mga matatanda na ayaw magbago, dapat,
Tama.
paalalahanin natin, dapat habang tumatanda tayo dito sa Kamara, tumitino rin tayo. Salamat po.
Okay. Kasunod.
Majority Leader.
Ang galing mo. Ang galing mo ng
Madam Speaker, I move to recognize
Sige,
Representative Rolando Valeriano of the 2nd District of Manila for his manifestation.
Itong walang
The
kwenta.
Honorable Rolando M. Valeriano from the 2nd District of Manila is recognized for his manifestation. You have 3 minutes.
Walang kwenta to. Huwag natin
Madam Speaker, ebidensyang inilalatag
Taga-Tondo to.
with its solemn responsibility.
I've said this before and I will say it again. Madam Speaker,
Pakinggan natin si Paulo Marcoleta.
distinguished Majority Leader, esteemed colleagues, and our sponsor, isang mabiyayang gabi po sa inyong lahat. I have said this before and I will say it again. You cannot enhance the image of the House by silencing your critics. What the House needs is genuine institutional reform. Akala nyo ba ay mapapatahimik nyo si Kong Barsaga sa pagpuna sa katiwalaan ng gobyerno kung siya ay tatanggalin ninyo bilang kinatawan ng Dasmariñas City? Alam nyo naman na hindi. Wala na bang malayang pagpapahayag ng damdamin ngayon? Hindi na pwedeng sumulungat o bumatikos sa administrasyon at kung meron man pumupuna sa kasalukuyang liderato ay kakasuhan ninyo, tatanggalin sa pwesto o ipakukulong. Saan ba nagugat ang lahat ng kasong ito? Dahil ba sa isang reels na ginawa ni Kong Miao Barsaga habang suspendido ang sesyon? O dahil tinawag niyang crocodile farm ang House of Representatives? Marami ba ang nasasaktan sa pahayag na ito?
Good morning, Marlon Ocampo.
Ano ba ang matalinhagang kahulugan ng buhaya o crocodile sa kontekstong pampolitika? Matakaw, ganid sa pera at kapangyarihan, makasarili at inuuna ang sariling kapakanan bago ang kanyang nasasakupan. Hindi naman lahat ng House members ay maituturing na buhaya. Meron pa din naman matitino.
Na buhaya.
When I see Kong Nonoy Defensor, I don't picture him as a buhaya. When I see Kong Ginto, Kong San Shimura, or Kong Sid Ungab, I don't regard them as crocodiles.
Yan o, Lacoste lang.
Kapag narinig mo ang salitang buhaya at affected ka, malamang sa malamang, isa ka ngang buhaya. So I humbly appeal to my colleagues, kung ikaw ay hindi buhaya at si tingin mo ay hindi ka buhaya, I urge you to vote no on the expulsion of Kong Miao Kiko Barsaga. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Philip Conrad M. Acop of the 2nd District of Antipolo for his manifestation.
The Honorable Philip Conrad M. Acop from the 2nd District of Antipolo City is recognized for his
Anak ni
manifestation.
Romeo Acop
You have
to.
3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Pakinggan natin.
I stand before this august body
Hoy,
today
tatay mo,
flooded
kurap.
by memories. It would be difficult for me not to become emotional about the matter, but I was taught to rise beyond emotions and remain as objective as I can be. Let me state that I looked up to Kong P.D. Barzaga. My late father, Congressman Romeo Acop, also looked up to him. I would watch them both during committee hearings and ask my father about him. He only had kind words for Kong PD. This institution lost a pillar when Kong PD left us. I stand now less for personal reasons, but more as a representative of the district who elected me into office. The very same people who have elected my parents to the same before me. I stand at this precise moment not just as a member of my family, but also as a member of the House of Representatives. I stand now echoing one of the most stated lines of my father, that with authority comes accountability. When my father died in December, our family faced both sympathy and criticism, some coming from a member of this very institution who falsely claimed that my father has left a legacy of greed and corruption,
Tama naman eh.
that he was hated by the very people he swore to serve, and that his death was rejoiced, and that his demise would serve as a lesson to all other congressmen. I remained silent amidst these scathing statements, praying that it would simply die down, not because it was true, but because I knew the truth. In laying our father to rest, I opted to thank those who criticized and even celebrated in his passing, stating that such would fuel our family to to live and lead according to how our parents raised us. Today, with great conviction, I state to Kong Kiko Barzaga that your legacy of ineptitude, irresponsibility, and disrespect would indeed serve as a lesson to the entire Filipino people and to your colleagues in the House of Representatives that we deserve competent leaders. The House of Representatives is not a playground where whims prompt the work that we are tasked to do. The mandate of a people must never be taken for granted, much more taken less that it be sacrificed for a few seconds in the spotlight. This institution must never tolerate ineptitude, irresponsibility, and disrespect. In the end, we must hold ourselves to the highest of standards if we are to become true representatives of the people, a legacy we must all aspire to leave behind. Thank you.
Ha! Nagpakon pa itong kunwari na ito na malinis. Tangina mo. Akop. Hakop.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Isidro Ungab of the 3rd District of Davao City for his manifestation.
The Honorable Isidro Ungab is recognized for his manifestation. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The report recommends the gravest sanction within our power, expulsion. So I ask this chamber to pause and ask the only constitutional question that matters, not whether his conduct offended us, much of it did, not whether he was discourteous or reckless. He may well have been. The question is whether expulsion is commensurate with what he actually did. Madam Speaker, this House did not look far for the standard it has already set within its own hands. In 2024, in the 19th Congress, former Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez faced the gravest species of legislative misconduct imaginable short of treason, publicly urging the armed forces and the Philippine National Police to withdraw their support from the Commander-in-Chief, a conduct the Department of Justice was investigating as inciting to sedition. The Committee on Ethics, by unanimous vote, recommended a 60-day suspension. And yet, this plenary deliberately downgraded that penalty to mere censure, a formal reprimand on the express finding that suspension was disproportionate to the nature and context of his misconduct, the statements being emotional expressions rather than intentional calls for harm. In that act, my colleagues, this House articulated upon its own record a binding principle that the penalty must be proportioned to the true gravity and context of the offense. Measured against that benchmark, the sanction now before us is starkly inverted. Our colleagues' offense consisted of incendiary and defamatory posts, conduct unbecoming, speech-based misconduct that, however distasteful, falls well below the incitement of the military to abandon their commander-in-chief. Yet for that lesser conduct, he was made to suffer not censure, but a 60-day suspension without pay, followed by a second consecutive 60-day suspension. If quasi-seditious appeals to the armed forces earned only a public reprimand, then stack suspensions for objectionable online posts cannot be reconciled with any coherent standard of proportionate discipline. They invent the very proportion of this House, they invert the very proportion of this House professed in Alvarez, and they approach the de facto disenfranchisement of an entire district for what it remains, at bottom, protective if intemperate speech. I do not rise to defend his manners. I rise to question our measure. A penalty must answer to the offense, and this one does not. It overreaches the speech it would punish. It overrides the voters who chose him. It overshoots every principle of proportion our Constitution was raised to protect. So let us discipline if discipline is due. But let us not expel, for to expel here is not to uphold the dignity of this House, it would diminish it. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Mawalan
I
tayo
yield the floor.
tuloy na ng paggalang sa ginagawa niya pagparusa at tinanggal na si Kiko Barsaga. Gago.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Tobias M. Chanco of the Lone District of Navotas
Toby
City
Chanco.
for his manifestation.
The Honorable Tobias Toby M. Chanco from the Lone District of Navotas City is recognized for his manifestation.
Kupal din ito.
You have 3 minutes.
Yes, Madam Speaker, dear Majority Leader, and dear sponsor. First of all, I would like to clarify that I'm not making a manifestation, but I would like to interpolate the sponsor regarding the measures that he has recommended.
The Honorable Toby Chanco is recognized for his interpellation.
Before I entertain the query of the Honorable Tobias Chanco, Madam Speaker, I would like to remind the body that tonight we are deliberating a committee report pursuant to a unique constitutional power that was given to Congress, which is the power to discipline our own ranks. This is not an ordinary piece of legislation. It is actually a quasi-judicial proceeding. That being said, Madam Speaker, I would like to hear what would the queries of the Honorable Chanco be.
First of all, Madam Speaker, precisely that is the point. This is not an ordinary legislation. Hindi nga kami, kung hindi kami membro ng Committee on Ethics, hindi nga kami pwede magtanong doon. So kung hindi pa rin kami pwede magtanong dito sa plenaryo, ibig sabihin, hindi na sasagutin ng sponsor yung dahilan kung bakit kailangan isuspindi. Dapat hindi pa pwedeng manifestation lang to. Dapat sagutin nila at patunayan na katumbas ng pagkakasala ni Kong Kiko yung ipapataw nila na parusa. Madam Speaker, kung ang ordinaryong batas ginagawa natin, pinapayagan natin tanungin doon sa period of sponsorship. Ito ay period of sponsorship, so bakit hindi pa pwedeng tanungin? Hindi nga kami nakapagtanong doon sa Committee on Ethics dahil hindi kami miyembro.
Madam Speaker, and with the indulgence of Representative Toby Chanco, nakalagay po mismo sa committee rules ng Committee on Ethics na maski ang non-member, maaari niyang malaman at maaari rin siyang makilahok as long as merong written request na ibinigay sa amin. As a matter of fact, Madam Speaker, there was even an instance wherein independent members of this Congress were able to join the deliberations of the Committee on Ethics even without the consent. I would like to express, Madam Speaker, my willingness to answer some questions from Representative Toby Chanco. Pero tulad nga na sabi ko kanina, isa po itong quasi-judicial proceeding. Nakalagay po mismo sa rules ng Committee on Ethics and Privileges na suppletory po ang rules of court. Parang husgado po, parang hukuman po ang naging ginampanan na role ng Committee on Ethics. Kaya po kami merong deliberation ngayon na binabasa at sinusponsoran sa floor. Kaya po tayo nagkakaroon ng pagkakataon na makapag-manifest ang ating mga miyembro para mag-guide po tayo kung paano po tayo boboto. At sa pagkakataong ito, nais ko pong malaman kung ano po ang katanungan ni Representative Chanco dahil hindi ko naman po pinipigilan ang maski sinong miyembro na mag-raise ng question before the Committee on Ethics.
Madam Speaker, tama po, pwede nga po kami mag-attend ng Committee on Ethics, dumalo po ako, pero hindi kami pwede magtanong doon. Pwede lang kami mag-manifest. Ngayon, pawag na lang natin pagtalunan kung bakit gusto mo na malaman yung tanong ko bago sagutin. Let us just rule on it. Pwede ba magtanong o hindi? Ayoko
Madam
naman
Speaker,
magtatanong ako.
I yield to questions from Representative Toby Chanco.
Okay, so number 1 po. Will the sponsor confirm that the committee report was just posted at 2:55 p.m. today and printed copies were just distributed maybe 10 minutes ago?
Madam Speaker, as a matter of fact, hindi lamang 10 minutes ago po. Kanina, naibigay po sa Committee on Rules ang committee report ng Committee on Ethics. And this matter was actually approved as early as April 28. Sa totoo lang po, Madam Speaker, ayon sa aming rules, all information pertaining to any disciplinary action against any member of the House is considered confidential. Pero kung meron po tayong miyembro dito na gustong malaman ang mga nangyayaring proceeding, malaya naman po sila na lumapit sa Committee on Ethics at magtanong. Another one po, Madam Speaker, kanina pa po na-distribute ito dahil kanina pa po ito inaprubahan ng Committee on Rules. Ang tagal po natin nag-suspend kanina, mahigit 2 oras po ata tayo nag-suspend, and I believe that is enough time for us to deliberate on this matter. As a matter of fact, Madam Speaker, I would like to even express my willingness to read the committee report in full. If that would be the request of Representative Toby Chanco, willing po akong basahin ang buong committee report ngayon.
Hindi, ang tanong ko lang po, Madam Speaker, kung kinukumpirma na 2:55 lang po unang nakita yung committee report dahil yan po ang oras ng pagka-post doon sa Viber group natin. Yun
Yes
lang
or
po.
no lang sagot.
Madam Speaker, 3 oras na po ang nakalipas mula nang
Tama po
ipinost
eh.
sa Viber group.
Kaya
Hindi
nga,
naman
di
po
po
ganun
55,
kahaba.
di kinukonfirm
Hindi naman
lang
po
po.
ganun kahaba ang committee report para basahin.
Yes or
That
no
being
lang.
said, Madam Speaker, valid naman po ang katanungan at ang concern ni Representative
Naiiwas,
Toby Chanco,
pinapaiwas.
and his manifestation would be noted and it would be considered by all of our members as we vote on this committee report.
Okay, pangalawa po. Si Kong Kiko Barsaga po ba ang nakasira ng dignidad, integridad, at reputasyon ng House of Representatives? Yung pa bang sinasabi niya ang nakasira? Ibig sabihin, kahit tawagin niyang House of Crocodiles to, kung hindi naman sira yung integridad ng House, yung bang sinasabi niya ang nakasira o may mga ibang bagay na nakasira?
Para sa akin po, Madam Speaker, napakahalaga na kung titingnan natin ang ating committee report, merong specific complainant, merong specific respondent, at merong specific causes of action that are complained of. I mentioned this, Madam Speaker, in my sponsorship speech. Una, disruptive physical demeanor, repeatedly interrupting actual plenary sessions, engaging in loud outbursts, distracting members. 2, mockery of leadership. Yung pag-superimpose ng animated crocodiles
Milita.
over members.
Anong ginagawa?
Unauthorized and slanderous live broadcast. Kung tututukan ko po ng telepono sa harapan ng mukha mo, ito po ay pinadiringgan po namin sa Committee on Ethics at ito po ang naging pasya ng aming mga membro
Grabe
na
ka.
patawan po ng expulsion ang ating respondent. It should also be noted, Madam Speaker, that it doesn't happen very often in this August chamber na meron tayong miyembro na haharap sa multiple ethics complaint. Pagkatapos po, masuspende ng ating respondent on 2 occasions, may kolatilya po ang committee report. Nakalagay po dyan, repetition of a similar misconduct will result to a more severe penalty. At ito po ang naging ruling ng Committee on Ethics and Privileges, and I appreciate the query of Representative Toby Chanco tsaka lahat po ng manifest. Napakahalaga po nito na mapakinggan po natin ang bawat miyembro para mag-guide po tayo kapag papagbotohan po natin ang committee report na ito. Maraming salamat po.
Yes, Madam Speaker. Agree naman po ako na may mga pagkakamali si Kong Kiko Barsaga. And even he will attest that pag nagkakamali siya, pinagsasabihan ko siya. Isang example po noon doon sa nangyari kay Kong Akop na naparusahan na po natin siya noon. The 60-day suspension meted out last time was because of what he uttered against the late Kong Akop. And I explained in my vote that time, and I even told him, Kiko, dapat hindi mo ginawa yan. Kasi sa atin, sa Pilipinas, masyado ang paggalang natin para sa iyo mga no? So hindi ko sinasabing wala siyang kasalanan. May mga kasalanan siya. Dapat may parusa rin sa kanya. Ang tanong lang is yung bang mga kasalanan niya na nagawa, ang tamang parusa doon o katumbas ba doon ay expulsion. Di ba? The penalty should be commensurate to the offense. So yun lang, pakipaliwanag lang kung bakit doon sa mga nasabi niyong mga kasalanan niya, dapat siyang tanggalin bilang congressman at yung mga bumoto sa kanya ay mawala yung binoto nila. Yun lang po ang aking gustong malaman. Hindi ko po sinasabi na wala po siyang kasalanan. May kasalanan po siya. Dapat may parusa din po. Pero tama bang parusa yung tanggalan siya ng posisyon o tanggalin siya sa pagiging congressman dahil dun sa mga nagawa niya?
Madam Speaker, uulitin ko lamang po ang bahagi ng aking sponsorship speech kanina. With the representative having meted with 60-day suspensions in 2 instances, the committee considers that another penalty of suspension will not likely deter the improper behavior which continuously reflects negatively on the image of the House of Representatives.
Anong
Para sa
katibayan
kaalaman
mo?
po ng ating
Anong katibayan mo na nasira ang house? Dati nasira yan. Kupal to. Sarap po sampalin.
mga miyembro, the Committee on Ethics was put in a really tough predicament because we faced multiple complaints with different causes
Pwede pa yung pangatlong suspension kung gusto nyo.
of action pertaining to the same respondent. At the same time, Maaari
Ang problema kasi dyan, hindi si Kiko pinaparusahan niyo na walang congressman ang mga botante na bumuto sa kanya.
magkaroon pa po ng influx of cases against the same respondent from different complainants and for different causes of
Gumagawa ka naman ng prediction. Hindi mo masasabi kung anong kinabukasan. Ugok ka, gago ka.
action. Kaya sana po nauunawaan ng ating kasamahan sa Kongreso na hindi po simple
Congressman Abalos.
ang trabaho ng Committee on Ethics and Privilege. We actually afforded maximum tolerance to our respondents.
Maximum tolerance. Nasukat mo ba kung maximum o hindi? Kabubo mo.
Dahil may mga okasyon pa nga po na the same day, hindi po makakadalo sa hearing, magre-reschedule kami para lang makinggan ang kanyang panig. Binigyan po namin ng pagkakataon ang ating respondent na dumalo at magpakita sa ating committee. And
Napakita ba?
I share the view of Representative Janco. Mahirap po ang rekomendasyon na inirekomenda ng Committee on Ethics, but I hope all of the manifestations that were given on the floor would guide all of us when we vote on this matter. Maraming salamat po.
Yes, maraming salamat po, dear sponsor. Panghuli na po, Madam Speaker. No? Alam niyo po, ito lang po ang pakiusap ko sa ating mga kasamahan dito. Ako po kasi naranasan ko na dito yung ilang beses maging independent. No? Ngayon lang ako naging parte ng majority. Yung ating kapangyarihan bilang mayorya ay ingatan po natin, gamitin natin ng maayos. Kasi baka dumating yung panahon, tayo naman ang mapunta sa pagiging independent, tayo mapunta sa minority. Doon pa lang natin mararanasan, no? At kahit tayo ay part ng majority, gusto rin naman natin tayo ay may boses, hindi pinipigilan yung ating salita. Pag tayo ay mabilis magdesisyon dito at tayo ay nagkaroon ng president na masyadong mahigpit ang parusa, pwede na tayong takutin dito na huwag na lang tayo magsalita dahil pwede tayong parusahan at doon na mawawala ang integrity ng House ng Representatives na ito kung ano pa po ang natitira dito. Yun lang po,
Tama po.
Madam Speaker, maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat po, distinguished colleague. The Committee on Ethics would like to assure the entire body that our right to the freedom of expression will always be respected and it will always be upheld. And I would assure everyone that the Committee on Ethics will be impartial and judicial at all times. Maraming salamat, distinguished colleague.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Jesus Bong Suntay for his manifestation.
The Honorable Jesus Bong Suntay is recognized for his manifestation. You have 3 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, distinguished colleagues. The question before us is not whether we approve of the sentiments expressed in his online post. The question is whether the Constitution protects it and whether the extraordinary penalty of expulsion is justified. Article 3, Section 4 of the Constitution could not be more emphatic. No law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech, of expression, and of the press. The Supreme Court has consistently held that political speech and expression occupies the highest rung of constitutional protection. Such protection extends not only to speech that is agreeable, but also to speech that is controversial, provocative, offensive, and even inflammatory.
Tama.
The Constitution that does not merely protect
Tama ang
speech
punto ni Atty. Bong Suntay.
that comforts. It also protects speech that disturbs. Totoo, may mga pahayag na hindi nakaabot sa antas ng decorum na inaasahan natin sa kapulungan ito. Ngunit ang kakulangan ng decorum ay sapat na bang basihan para i-expel o i-expel si Congressman Barzaga? Has by the record, and Congressman Barzaga has by the record already been twice suspended for substantially similar social media posts. The disciplinary power of this institution has already been invoked and imposed. The House has exercised its disciplinary prerogative. The present recommendation to escalate from suspension to expulsion absent a demonstrably graver and distinct transgression invites the question, what constitutional threshold has now been crossed to warrant the severest sanction? Kung ang parehong uri ng pananalita ay dati ng pinatawan ng suspensyon, anong bagong batayan ang magtutulak sa atin ngayon sa expulsion naman? What is now being proposed is not another measure of correction, but the most severe available sanction to this chamber. And this brings us to the principle even more fundamental than the rights of the member, the right of the people. A congressman is not appointed by this house. He is elected by the sovereign will of his constituents. The authority he carries is not ours to bestow, and therefore it should not be ours to withdraw lightly. Kapag tayo ay expel ng isang miyembro, hindi lamang isang tao ang ating pinarurusahan. Ang tunay na nawawalan ay ang mga mamamayan naghalal sa kanya upang maging kanilang tinig sa Kongreso. We remove not merely a seat, we remove a representation. We diminish not merely an individual mandate, we diminish the electoral choice of thousands of citizens who entrusted him with that mandate. We silence not merely a member, we silence a district. For that reason, expulsion must remain a remedy of last resort, reserved for the conduct fundamentally that destroys the integrity of the institution itself. Expulsion is a constitutional event with direct implications on democratic representation. It must be reserved for circumstances where the members' continued presence so fundamentally impairs the integrity of the institution that no lesser remedy suffices. Ano bang ikinabawas ng Kongreso sa mga sinabi ni Kong Barsaga? Has his continued presence so fundamentally impaired the integrity,
Wala.
legitimacy, or functioning of the House that no lesser remedy is sufficient?
Hindi. Sa mga
Did the institution suffer a permanent injury that cannot be corrected by censure, reprimand, suspension, or public accountability? More importantly, this House must recognize that the individual who felt aggrieved by his statements have not been left without recourse. In fact, they have already availed themselves of remedies provided by law. Multiple cyber libel complaints have already been filed against Kiko Barsaga. Kung naniniwala ang mga nagrereklamo na ang kanyang mga pahayag ay lumampas sa hangganan protektado ng pananalita at naging kriminal na, meron ng umiiral na proseso upang ang mga ito ay mapatunayan. Ang prosesong iyon ay hindi nagaganap sa bulwagang ito kung hindi sa hukuman.
Honorable
courts-
Bong Suntay, please wrap up.
The courts possess the competence, the procedural safeguards, and the constitutional mandate to determine whether a statement constitutes protected speech or actionable defamation. They can receive evidence, assess intent, determine liability, and impose the penalties prescribed by law. If the statements are indeed unlawful, the courts will say so. If they are protected by the Constitution, the courts will likewise say so. May nasaktan, may nagalit, may nagreklamo, ngunit ang pagkagalit o pagkainsulto, gaano man katotoo, ay hindi pakatumbas ng pagkasira ng institusyon. The Constitution demands a higher threshold before the elected representative of an entire district is removed from office. The true test of commitment to freedom is not whether we protect the voices we agree with. It is when we protect the voices we disagree with. And the true test of commitment to this representative government is whether we respect the electoral choices of the people, even if when those choices are uncomfortable. Ipagpauman ninyo po if I appear to be sympathetic to the plight of Congressman Barsaga. Minsan din po akong nakaranas dumaan sa Ethics Committee at nanganib na masuspinde dahil sa isang analogy na aking hinayag during a committee deliberation. Nagpapasalamat ako sa ating mga kasamahan na tumayo upang ako ay hindi mapatawan ng parusang suspensyon. At gaya ng pagtayo nila para maprotektahan ng aking karapatang magsalita, ako ngayon ay tumatayo upang ipaglaban rin ang karapatan ng isa nating kasamahan dito sa Kamara. Hindi lamang para magsalita, ngunit para may pagpatuloy magsilbing boses ng kanyang distrito. Kagaya ng sinulat ni Evelyn Beatrice Hall, I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
So ang
Majority Leader.
ang
Madam Speaker, I move to recognize.
Attorney Bong Suntay ay nakalagay sa Constitution natin sa Article 3, Paragraph Section 4 na no law shall be passed abridging the freedom of expression. of speech and of the press. Ngayon, kung sa Tagalog yan, walang batas na mayroong kahit text pa na batas na maipasa kung ito'y makalalabag lamang sa kalayaan sa pagpapahayag. Siguro kung ibang kasalanan ginawa ni Kiko Barsaga, sige, parusahan nyo. Pero kung pagpapahayag, tinawag lamang ang Kongreso na bahay ng mga buhaya o di kaya sakahan ng mga buhaya, crocodile farm, ay expression po yan, criticism po yan. Kaya I urge Kiko Barsaga, come to me, I will write your defense, we will petition to the Supreme Court. Sana payag ka na ako na mag-handle ng iyong depensa at marami tayong makasama dito na magbibigay serbisyo ng libre para sa iyo. Marami akong kasamang mga abogado. Ako na mismo susulat at sila na ang pipirma para sa iyo, Kiko Barsaga. Kailita paran si Mar Empeynado po, anak niya po yan yung tinatanong mo. Anak niya po yan. Okay. Mar Empeynado kasi common friend namin kumpare tauhan ni dati ni Kailita Paran na nasa Canada ngayon. Sige, diretso muna tayo. Sino pa?
Recognize Representative Jose Pepito Alvarez of the 2nd District of Palawan for his manifestation.
The Honorable Jose Pepito Alvarez recognized for his manifestation.
Good evening, Madam Speaker, distinguished colleagues, mga kaibigan. I rise today para po suportahan yung findings ng Ethics Committee na tuluyan ng paalisin yan si Miao Miao dito sa Kamara. Bakit po? Habang inuusisa natin yung nangyari sa dalawang outages sa Luzon, pinatawag natin yung NGPC, Department of Energy, and para kung anong pwede natin gawin upang mapagbuti ang serbisyo ng NGPC. Ito si Kiko Barsaga, nag-post sa isang post niya noong May 15, minumura lahat ng congressmen, mga putang inang mga congressmen. Pero hindi putang ina, Madam Congressman, Madam Speaker. Pusang ina. Hindi pa nakontento sa flood control, ninanakaw pa yung ating kuryente, kaya mahal ang kuryente. Itong administrasyong ito, ang ulo ng pananakaw ng kuryente. Nandito po yan sa cellphone ko, hindi ko lang may flash.
Ngayon,
so,
ngayon, Kong, sino ba nasira?
Ganyang klaseng gusto ba
nasira?
ninyo?
Gobyerno ba nasira? May basihan po siya sa kanyang kritisismo. Ito lang sa akin masasabi. Hindi mo pwede dahilan yung nanasaktan ka sa pansarili mo. Hindi po yan pwede.
Manatili yung animal na yan?
Yun.
Dito?
Ikaw, animal din ang tawag mo. Dapat tanggalin ka rin Animal lang tawag mo. Kiko, tanggalin ka rin. Ano na masama? Yung pagtawag sa iyo na buhaya o ang pagtawag mo kay Kiko na animal? Sige nga. Matindi ka.
Animal in the sense na pusa daw siya. Hindi yung animal na animal siya.
Matapos
Hindi.
mo sinabi.
Hindi ba pusa ka? Ayun. Kita mo? So, dapat kung maaari, maraming nagdedepensa sa kanya, hindi ko rin kayo mapigilan. Ngunit, majority po sa amin, Madam Speaker, distinguished colleagues sa NPC, ay sang-ayon po na patalsikin na yan at masakit ko mang sabihin, kaibigan kong matalig na kaibigan kong tatay, kasama ko sa NATRES, habang wala siya, ako nag-preside sa NATRES. Nung linapitan ako niyan, minsan, binigyan ko ng kunting payo, ngunit mahirap talaga payuan ang animal.
Nag-animal ka na naman.
Hayop Pusa. Paano payuan yung pusa? And kayong lahat dito, tinatawag na pusang ina.
Ano masama sa
Kung gusto
pusang
niyo,
ina?
nasa cellphone ko yan. Oh, May 15. Post ni pusang inang Barsaga. So, wala akong magawa. I have to endorse. 2 GCA po sa kongresong ito. Nag-i-endorse o na i-expel na
Si
yan.
Abalos.
GCA ako. GCA din yan si Abalos. So, pasensya ka na, Kiko. Ikaw ay pusang ina mo rin. Kung ganyan man lang ang tawag mo sa amin, pasensyahan mo na. At kung gusto mo, may galit ka sa akin, may galit ka kay Chair Abalos, sabihin mo lang sa amin. Anytime. Di ba?
Di ba yung
Para
ginawa
at least
panghamon yan?
huwag na tayo dito maggirian. Pero huwag mong palabasin na lahat ng congressman, nilagyan mo pa ng buhaya yung post mo. Na ang lahat ng congressman ay sinusuportahan.
Majority Leader.
What is the point of order?
Bakit po?
Yes, I'm raising a point of order here
Ah,
and a point of propriety.
propriety.
Let's not get too harsh here.
I'm just quoting
Let's
his
not
words.
get too harsh here.
Madam
The
Speaker,
use of the
Mr.
words
Leader.
very mild. The use of the words.
May last 5 minutes
Pusang
suspended.
ina.
Session suspended.
Dinipensa ngayon ni okay, binidepensa ni Madam Leila de Lima si Kiko. Grabe ah. Walang kwenta to ah. Grabe. Galit
Mang kilos o pahayag na maaring
Ito si Nisay.
I respectfully rise today not to defend every word, statement, or act attributed to Representative Kiko Barzaga, but to uphold a principle that must remain central to the exercise of disciplinary power in this chamber. Fairness. Hindi po ako tumitindig upang sabihin na walang pananagutan ang sinumang miyembro ng kapulungang ito. Hindi rin po ako naririto upang ipasawalang bahala ang anumang kilos o pahayag na maaring ituring na hindi nararapat sa isang halal na opisyal. Public office demands dignity, restraint, and respect for this institution and for the people we serve. Ngunit, ang mahalagang tanong sa harap natin ngayon ay ito. Ang parusa ba ay naaayon sa bigat na ginawa? Is the penalty being proposed commensurate to the act complained of? Mr. Speaker, expulsion is the gravest penalty of this House. This House can impose upon one of its members. Ito po ang pinakamabigat, pinakamatindi, at halos hindi na maibabalik na kaparusahan. It is not a mere reprimand. It is not censure. It is not suspension. It is the complete removal of an elected representative from the seat entrusted to him by the people. Dahil dito, ang expulsion ay hindi dapat ginagamit ng basta-basta. It must be reserved only for the most extreme of cases, for acts so grave and so incompatible with public office that no lesser penalty would be sufficient. In this case, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, while there may be matters that deserve scrutiny, criticism, or even sanction, I respectfully submit that expulsion is not commensurate to the act complained of. Sobra po ang parusang pagpapatalsik. It is disproportionate. It is excessive. It goes beyond what fairness and justice require. Ang ating tungkulin bilang mga miyembro ng kapulungang ito ay hindi lamang magparusa. Our duty is to ensure that punishment, when imposed, is fair, measured, and proportionate. Kung may mga pagkukulang, dapat may pananagutan. Ngunit ang pananagutan ay hindi dapat maging labis, hindi dapat maging padalos-dalos, at hindi dapat lumampas sa bigat ng mismong pagkakasala. Madam Speaker, a democratic institution is not strengthened by the severity of its punishment, It is strengthened by the fairness of its judgment. Pinatitibay natin ang institusyong ito hindi sa pamamagitan ng pinakamabigat na parusa, kundi sa pamamagitan ng patas, mahinahon, at makatarungang paglalapat ng ating mga patakaran. We must also remember that expulsion does not affect only the member concerned. It affects the people who elected him. Ang pagpapatalsik sa isang kinatawan ay hindi lamang usapin ng disiplina laban sa isang tao. Ito ay may direktang epekto sa mga mamamayang nagbigay sa kanya ng mandato. When we expel a member, we also deprive his constituents of the representative they chose through the ballot. The people of his district exercise their democratic right. Sila ang pumili, sila ang nagtiwala, sila ang nagbigay ng mandato. For this House to overturn that mandate through expulsion, the reason must be compelling, unmistakable, and of the highest order. Sa kasong ito, may seryosong usapin, ngunit hindi umaabot sa antas ng pagwawalang bisa sa pasya ng mga botante. Madam Speaker, fairness also requires consistency. Hindi maaring ang pamantayan natin ngayon ay mas mabigat kaysa sa pamantayang ginamit natin noon sa ibang mga kaso. This chamber has previously dealt with allegations of improper or disorderly conduct without resorting to expulsion.
Honorable Nasal, please wrap up.
In the case of former Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez, the House addressed allegations of disorderly behavior and statements considered injurious to the dignity of the institution. Gayunman, ang naging kaparusahan natin ay censure, hindi expulsion. The House then recognized that discipline must be proportionate to the act. Kung noon ay pinairal natin ang moderation, proportionality, and restraint, dapat ganun din ang pairali natin ngayon. The credibility of this institution depends on the consistent application of its rules. Kapag ang parusa ay pabago-bago, depende sa tao, panahon o politika, nawawala ang tiwala sa proseso. Madam Speaker, this manifestation is not about defending misconduct. It is about defending fairness. Hindi ito pagtatanggol sa anumang pagkakamali. Ito ay paninindigan ng anumang parusa ay dapat tama, makatarungan at naayon sa bigat ng ginawa. There are other available sanctions if this House finds the discipline is warranted. May reprimand, may censure, may suspension. These remedies exist precisely because not every misconduct deserves the ultimate penalty of expulsion. Hindi lahat ng pagkukulang ay dapat humantong sa pinakamabigat na kaparusahan. We must be careful not to transform expulsion into an ordinary disciplinary tool. Dapat nating ingatan na ang expulsion ay hindi maging karaniwang sandata sa mga alitan, hindi pagkakasundo o matinding batikos. If we impose the harshest penalty where a lesser sanction would suffice, we set a precedent that may one day be used against any member of this House. Today, the matter involves Representative Kiko Barsaga. Bukas, maaring ibang miyembro na naman. That is why our standard must not be emotion, it must not be pressure, it must not be politics, our standard must be fairness. Madam Speaker, let this chamber show that it can discipline without being excessive. Let us show that we can hold members accountable without disregarding proportionality. Ipakita natin na kaya ng kapulungang ito na magpatupad ng pananagutan nang hindi isinasakripisyo ang katarungan. For these reasons, I respectfully manifest that the proposed penalty of expulsion is not commensurate to the acts complained of. It is too severe, it is too disproportionate, at hindi ito ang makatarungang tugon sa pangyayaring nasa harap natin. Let fairness prevail. Pairalin natin ang katarungan, proporsyonalidad, due process, at paggalang sa mandatong ibinigay ng taong bayan. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Richard Gomez of the 4th District of Leyte
si Richard
for
Gomez,
his
ah.
manifestation.
The Honorable Richard Gomez is recognized for his manifestation.
Buhaya na rin ito eh.
Madam Speaker, doon kanina kinanta ni Congressman Elise, sino ang tunay na baliw? Posibleng baliw. Pero tayo ba ay nasasaktan sa mga ginawa niya? Noong naglabas siya ng video at nagsabi na tayo mga buhaya, a few days after that, I talked to him. Sinabi ko sa kanya, huwag kang maglabas ng ganyan. Huwag mo sabihin na tayong lahat ay buhaya dahil ikaw ay isa ring congressman. Sinasabi mo rin na buhaya ka. Ngayon, paano yung mas mabigat na mga Nakasira talaga ng imahe natin. Yung mga talagang nagnakaw. Yung rason kung bakit tayo tinatawag na congressman ngayon.
Dati pa.
Na tayo daw ay nagnanakaw sa mga flood control programs.
Ito to naman ah. Ikaw eh.
Yung bang mga baseless accusations kung bakit
Nailabas na po
tayo
yan,
ay
Richard.
sinasabing
Ngayon,
merong
minutin
maleta
mo, kinargahan mo.
na binigyan ng 20 million pesos. Dear colleagues, tayo, si Kiko ay binoto ng mga taga Cavite sa distrito niya. Hayaan natin na sila ang magtanggal sa kanya by not voting for him in the coming elections. Dear colleagues, let us examine ourselves. Tayo ba ay talagang napakalinis? Tayo ba ay hindi rin baliw paminsan-minsan? Meron din naman tayong mga colleagues dito na gumagamit ng social media. Kung ano-ano sinasabi sa atin. Minumura rin tayo paminsan-minsan. Di ba? Discipline him. Reprimand him. Suspend him as much as you want. But for us to take him out, let us not put this action of expulsion in our own hands. Let the people of Cavite in his district decide for him
Kritisismo ko sa iyo.
and not us for these reasons.
Majority Leader.
Galing ni Richard. O galing.
Madam
Tama.
Speaker,
Di ba ko?
I move to adopt the findings and recommendations contained in Committee Report Number 298 and pursuant to our rules, direct the Secretary General to read the title of the committee report and thereafter call the roll of members for nominal voting.
There is a
Parliamentary
motion.
inquiry, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
What is the,
May we know how many votes is needed to expel our colleague?
2/3.
212 votes or 2/3 of the members are required?
And they should be in warm bodies.
Move to suspend, Madam Chair.
Session suspended.
Kini-question ngayon ng quorum. Kini-question ng quorum. Kung sapat ba, kung naka-attend ba.
Baka po pwedeng mag-watcher po. May watcher dun sa...
Majority Leader.
Madam Chair, I would just like to reiterate that the motion is for the Secretary General to call the roll of members for nominal voting.
There's a motion to adopt the findings and recommendations contained in Committee Report Number 298. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is hereby directed to call the roll of members for nominal voting.
Madam Chair, I have a...
Please proceed, Secretary General.
Madam Chair, may we know... May
Madam
we
Chair,
have
may-
to be fair, to be fair to Congressman Kiko Barsaga, we are all only 160 here. So we
The
need
Secretary is directed to
of the Committee on the Matter of
continue with the nominal voting.
representative there. I'm volunteering myself.
call of members.
Madam Chair, it started already. We cannot interrupt it.
Abalos.
We must proceed.
160 lang pala ang umattend eh. Ang dyan ngayon, 160 lang present. Grabe.
Abante.
Secretary, please proceed.
Abalos, Abante, Asidre, Acop, Costa, Adyong, Advincula, Agrao, Agyao, Alano, Alba, Albano, Almario Chino Miguel, Almario Dennis, Almonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Amante, Amatong, Angara, Angeles, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison Munir, Arbison Munir Jr., Arenas, Arrogancia, Asistio, Atayde, Aumentado, Ayon, Bagao, Balindong, Baños Nograles, Bangkoro, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascug, Bautista Claude, Bautista Johan Munich, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Javier Miguel, Bernos Ching,
Bernas JB, Biron, Bocobo, Bolilia, Bondok, Riones, Bulot Bigtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Cawagdan, Cari, Castro, Cayton, Celeste, Sendanya, Ceniza, Chan Jan Franz Norbert Joselito Almario, Chan Junard, Chua, Chuatay, Chungalaw, Ho, Popular, Juanco Jaime Eduardo Mark, Juanco Mark, Coliantes, Corvera, Cruz Agatha, Cruz Ricardo, Cruzado, Hua, Degook, Dalog, Deyang Hirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Lima, De Venecia, Defensor, De Gamo, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Macuja, De Maguila, De Maporo Imelda, De Maporo City Amina, Diokno, Junicio, Domingo, Dumogan, Duterte Harold James, Duterte Omar Vincent, Duterte Paulo, D. Faustino, D. Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Elago, Emano, Enverga, Erice, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Jeffrey, Flores, Cortez, Frasco, Fresnedi, Puentebella, Galang, Galeos, Gorbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Karen Ho, Garcia Maria Angela, Gordiola, Garin, Gatchalian, Gato, Glepa, Go, Gomez, Gonzalez Alexandria, Gonzalez Eliza Micaela, Gonzalez Christopher Sheen, Gonzalez Roy, Goriseta, Guico, Gintu, Gulias, Gutierrez, Hernandez Charisse Ann, Hernandez Dennis, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Ramil, Hofer Hasim, Coribata, Ismula, Iway, Javier, Co Antonio, Co Elisa, Co Wilton, Kong Hun, Ho, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagbas, Lagdameo Jose Manuel, Lagdameo Monique Yasmin Maria, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sunny, Lara, Lazatin, Ledesma, Legacion, Legarda, Legazpi, Leviste, Libanan, Lopez, Gloria, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Macapagal Arroyo, Makasait, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangudadatu, Manikids, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marquez.
Madam Speaker, Sagi Party List votes no, and I intend to explain my vote later after the voting. Thank you.
Yes, you may.
Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miraflores, Momo, Montes, Nava, Nazal, Nisay, Nolasco, Owamenal Henry, Owamenal Sancho Fernando, Olivares, Ong Chuan, Ordanes, Oreta, Ortega, Uwano Dizon, Padiernos, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Perez, Pimentel, Plaza, Leto, Poe, Remisias Agabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Rehencia, Remulla, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Redon, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Maximo,
Alam mo yung tatapusin ko na to, ang issue ko lang dito, hindi natin marinig kung sino kung bumoto ng yes or no. May daya ba? Let us just hope na pupunta si Coico Barsaga sa Supreme Court. Ang problema, nung nakaraang dalawang botohan, natalo siya, ay hindi rin siya pumunta. So, ang ibig sabihin ay mukhang okay lang sa kanya. But then, he is, any voter of Dasmariñas can challenge the result. Kasi sila po ang tinatawag na mga constituents na ni Barsaga. So, ito lang, nakakaasar itong ginagamit nilang ito. Anyway, let it be. Tingnan natin kung ano mangyari sa sunod. Continuation na lang tayo na comment. Magandang umaga po at maraming salamat sa lahat. Paki-share na lang, paki-like at paki-like na rin ang aking other pages, ang Berteni Catalonia Housing Facebook page ko, ang isang channel ko pa sa YouTube na Tutok Housing, ang aking site sa Twitter na Attorney Tutok Housing, sa TikTok Attorney Tutok Housing, at saka sa Instagram Attorney Tutok Housing. Maraming salamat po. Bye-bye.